Here's how this meat judging will go with a bunch of novices like us. Luke Wells shows up today. GAs, they did a lot of work yesterday, delivered all the grills. Luke Wells shows up. Guys cooking with charcoal. We're frantically working, getting the coals going, getting the grills hot and all that. And Luke's sitting back, nothing to this. He goes to fire up his propane, his gas, and nothing. Nothing's happening. Nothing's working. And Luke, did you check your gas? Coach, I just grilled on it the other day. That's fine, Luke, but did you check your gas before you came over here? We fooled around with it, didn't think he had it, so Luke, right over here at Kmart. Luke's gone for 45 minutes, longest time I've ever seen to refill or get a new tank of gas. He says, well, I was going out the door and my wife had misplaced her wallet and I had to give her back my wallet and kept a couple dollars for myself. I didn't have enough money for gas. So he went clear to West Ames to get gas, came back, couldn't get his grill fired up. So I'm not sure what you did after. Look where you at. I'm not sure where Luke went after that. After we tried hard to get it started, but he got back an hour and a half later. He got his grill started. Without a doubt, Luke will probably win the competition tonight. That's just how these things go after the tough start that he had. A lot of thank yous from me too. Before I get into a few words, probably say too much. Before we get to the award winners tonight for the cooking. But a big thank you to you, first of all. Before we thank anybody else, big thank you to everybody here for this first time event under the Gridiron name. We're very appreciative. And a thank you to Jay Chapman, president of the Gridiron Club. Mike will certainly tell you a lot of time, a lot of work, a lot of effort goes into being the president of this club and being a board member. We're very appreciative of that. Thank you to Mike and Teresa. Mike, give a wave as you're walking away right there. Mike and his wife Teresa down the parking lot. They're the professionals that cooked your meal for you tonight. Courtesy of Lynch Barbecue and Mike and Teresa. Thank you very much. Coldwater, Rachel and Barrett, where are you at? Back there in the back. Rachel and Barrett Randall, thank you very much. Our judges offering up their Saturday evening to judge this meet and spend time with us. First of all, the voice of the Cyclones from ABC 5, John Walters. Ames' own, your own, Iowa State's own, one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play at Iowa State, Austin Arnott. And the professional from Ankeny, now living in Bondurant, working over at George White. He and I were having a conversation. Our boys had played against each other the other day in baseball. And he's got two boys playing today. Watched one game, missed 2 games of his son, which I really appreciate. Questioned why he would be here when he had that on the calendar, but we're very appreciative that he missed his son's playing baseball tonight. Randy Meyer. Already thanked, but I'll thank him again, Jason Luch and Cyclone Fanatic, Wilson Toyota, Chris Williams, and Tron Smith. Thank you very much for emceeing the event tonight. I was not aware that Denny and Danny had donated the truck to the winner of the event tonight, so we're very appreciative of that. Thank you so much for Wilson Toyota for doing that.
You take that over the ball.
Okay. All right, moving on, and I'm going to start with this first, okay? Nope, I had a side note. I'm glad I looked to my right. This event started out as an FCA fundraiser. We've had great success with it. We've had a little changeover with our staff and some direction we're going, but the FCA is certainly a very big part of our program. It's a part of the auction tonight. I'd like to recognize the state director of the FCA, everything that he does for our program. Austin can give testament to that, what it's meant to him in his career at Iowa State. But please recognize Dave Turnbull over here. Dave and I go back a long way. He had the privilege of coaching for my father at Des Moines-Lincoln, and he had the misfortune of coaching me as a freshman football player at Ankeny. So I'll just leave it at that. Please don't visit with David about my playing ability back in that time. Let me start with this about our football program. I want to start with academics. I was at our baseball game, my son's baseball game the other day, and I was sitting with our faculty athletic rep, and we were talking about the things we've accomplished. They were just down in Kansas City at Big 12 meetings going over numbers, and he says, Paul, you got to talk about it. You got to share it with the people, what your program's doing and how important it is. We'll start with GPA. We've been at Iowa State, and I say we because it's a full staff effort. We've been at Iowa State for 5 semesters. 5 semesters. Every single one of those semesters, with this one being our highest, our grade point average of our football team has increased every single semester. We're very proud of that. Our APR, which is a rating that's based on keeping kids eligible as they move forward from semester and graduating players, it's a rating that you see, it's now public. A school's APR rating is directed towards the head football coach. It's a number that follows us wherever we go. And we have the highest APR rating that our football program has ever received since they started that. Dave, how many? David, it's a 4-year cycle, right? The APR rating is a 4-year cycle, so that goes to back to the 2007 to where it is right now. You get an APR rating for every semester, and 925 is the cutoff. You've read about some programs that are losing scholarships because they're below 925. We're somewhere in the range of 980 right now, so we're very pleased with our APR rating. And the thing that is, it's our mission. It's very much our mission, not just to put championship players on the field and build a championship football team, but to graduate our players. We have the highest graduation rank in the Big 12 Conference as far as football programs go. Let's talk facilities next. Very, very exciting time. I can't tell you how exciting it is for our future, for the immediate future, and for years ahead of us. If you haven't been by Jack Trice recently, you owe it to yourself to just take a spin around the stadium. On the west side of the Jacobson building, there's already a support up that stands above the Jacobson building. The structure that's going to go across east to west you can't see because it's down there. You've probably seen it on the website if you've been following it. Folks, it is massive. And this scoreboard's going to go up within the next 3 weeks. And you talk about enhancing the environment at Jack Trice Stadium. We all know that the audio system has been poor, to say the least. But the benefit that this scoreboard is going to be to your experience, to our football team, and the support it's going to give them throughout a game on third down, not to mention what it's going to do for our entire athletic department. Every other sport brings their recruits on campus when we're playing home football games, and to come into Jack Trice Stadium and experience that, it's a scoreboard not just for us, it's a scoreboard for the athletic department. We're very excited about that increase to our facilities. Then you saw the news this week. The Board of Regents approved the construction of our new football facility that will adjoin the Bergstrom facility and be over there in the west side of where the Jacobson Olson is right now. A $20 million project, 60,000 square foot project. With the indoor, we're going to be at about 152,000 square feet in our football facilities. And folks, it's something that we need. Anytime I've gone to Jamie Pollard or talked about our football program, it's strictly about our needs. Anytime I've gotten into the money that you so generously give to us, it's about needs for our program, to allow our kids to develop, to allow our kids to train, to allow our kids to be successful. The football facility, again, won't just benefit our football program. By us moving out of the Jacobson and Olson building, other sports get to move in. Other sports facilities get enhanced because of this situation. But it's a football facility that we've been designing. We've been moving along with it. You've seen the schematics probably online. It's been very well built. It's been designed by a bunch of Iowa Staters, guys that graduated from Iowa State. The project should be done in a year. We should move into it the fall of 2012, and I can't tell you how excited we are as a program as we move forward with that. Recruiting. Our class of 2011, they're on campus. We got everybody on campus except for three young men that are finishing up summer school. We've got a shot. I'm not going to guarantee that, but we have a shot of everybody in this class of 2011 qualifying, and we're very proud of that, the character and integrity of the young young men that we're recruiting. We'll find out. I'll let you know media day in August if it comes to fruition. But we got them all on campus. We had a meeting with them on Friday as they went through orientation. They sat there in the first 2 rows of the Hunziker and looked me dead in the eyes. I talked to them for about 10 minutes. Very exciting. Their approach, their energy, their enthusiasm as they get started with workouts. They got 6 weeks of summer school and 6 weeks of workouts beginning on Monday. All right, let's talk about our football team. Some of you already are aware of this because you're right in the middle of the Gridiron Club, but I got a special place in my heart for the Gridiron Club, and I think you deserve extra information. And I'd like to provide you that extra information today. I know you're concerned about a certain position on our football team and the depth there and the race and how it's going to play out. But rest assured, I really fully believe that Grant Mahoney will be our starting place kicker again this fall. The quarterback position, I'm not as concerned about. The quarterback position, we have a 3-man race. There's 3 things that I've said publicly. They are the truth. If I knew who our starting quarterback was, I'd tell you today. I don't. I don't, because we got 3 guys playing well. Somebody will separate themselves in August as we go through 2 big scrimmages. You'll get a chance to be a part of that, and we'll get a chance to name whoever that is leading us out September 3rd against you and I. I'm looking for accuracy. I'm looking for decision making. I'm looking for a guy that can do it with his feet and separate himself from the others and lead our football team. I don't have any doubt that somebody will do that in the month of August. Overall, with our football team, we've got much better depth than we've ever had in our first 2 seasons. We will put our best football team on the field in 2011. I don't have any question about that. I don't have any doubt about that. But as we put our best football team on the field in 2011, we're going to collide with our toughest schedule that we've ever played. Maybe the toughest schedule in the history of Iowa State football. Phil Steele's already came out and ranked it as the 2nd toughest in the country. We have 11 BCS level opponents on our schedule. We got a very exciting but challenging home schedule. The road schedule is much easier. 6 road games. All 6 went to bowl games last year. 2 of the 6 played in BCS level bowl games. So we'll put our best football team on the field. We'll challenge that schedule, and we'll just see how it plays out. I know our kids aren't scared of it. I know our staff isn't scared of it, but we certainly understand the challenges that go along with it. One of those challenges is filling up that stadium right over there. We count on you to do that. We count on you to continue to recruit your friends, your neighbors, etc., to help us fill out this stadium. Because there's going to come a day where you're not going to be able to get a ticket. You won't be able to get a ticket to Jack Trice Stadium because the football team that we put on the field that makes you so proud. I'm proud to be your coach.